Good morning, guys. As usual, TVC has a finger on the pulse. And if it's trending, we are definitely talking about it. Our first story is a somber one. Last year, on the 9th of February, it was a dark day for Nigeria as the nation mourned the tragic loss of banking titan Herbert Wigwe, his wife Chizoba, and their son Chizzy, as well as their friend Abimbola Ogunbanjo in a helicopter crash. Now, while he may be gone, his impact continues to resonate through the lives that he touched. Amid the remembrance ceremony organized by his peers and family, one remarkable tribute stood out. His eldest surviving daughter, Otutochi Wigwe, is carrying forward his remarkable legacy. She has just launched the Tochi Wigwe Entrepreneurship 2030 Agenda, an initiative that's dedicated to empowering young entrepreneurs. Let's take a look at the bright and resilient Ms. Tochi Wigwe.
I've been extremely passionate about entrepreneurship for the last 8 years. This passion has led me to starting various of my own businesses, supporting my friends' businesses, acquaintances' businesses, and generally championing the impact that SMEs can have on our nation as a whole and on ourselves. Over the past few weeks, my team and I have been developing a mandate that I would love to share with you all today. The TW Entrepreneurship 2030 Agenda. I'm committed to supporting small and medium-sized businesses in achieving their full potential and sustainability, and thereby impacting our nation as a whole.
As you can see, she is a bright and determined young lady. Now, his surviving children did file a wrongful death lawsuit against the helicopter company, and we've not heard anything from that. But on behalf of TVC, RIP, Mr. Herbert Wigwe. This is very sad. We're going to take some social commentary because people have been so supportive online and we are all rooting for her collectively. Catherine says, I'm sending all my love to Tochi Wigwe today. Today will be very difficult. It was, but she carried herself very well. Funki says, I'm praying for the Wigwe and Ogunbanjo families today, for Tochi especially, for supernatural peace and comfort from the chief comforter himself. Some comments here on Instagram. Ayo says, big Tochi, not the little one. Well done. Aisha Babangida commented and said, go girl, way to go. We are truly proud of you and cannot wait to see your own evolution. Stay focused, stay humble and fearless. We are right behind you. And this is her and her father. It's so sad, so sad. But I can't wait to see all the things she will do and how she'll carry on his majestic legacy. In our next story, the renowned human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has filed a $5 million lawsuit against Meta Platforms, Inc., accusing the company of violating his privacy through a misleading Facebook post. Now, Mr. Falana claims that Meta allowed the publication of a false video and caption titled Africa Health Center, which alleged that he suffered from a disease called prostatitis for 16 years. Now, if you're wondering what prostatitis is, essentially it's the inflammation of the prostate gland, and I can absolutely understand why Mr. Falana would be upset about that because it is such a personal illness should he have had it. Let's take some social commentary. Hakuna Matata says, didn't he read all the agreement content of Meta before joining the platform? If he's looking for privacy, he should go and open his own platform. This is very interesting. We'll take some more social commentary. I absolutely adore how, at any slight provocation, Mr. Falana will involve the law. Very. Manu Chimso says, I wonder where the court is going to sit. Maybe in Ado Ekiti High Court. We'll take another tweet now. 169 says, Meta might have a serious fight ahead. Femi Falana is known for fighting ruthlessly, however, justly in court. I really want to hone in on this, on Tochi Wigwe, who is standing by her father's legacy and who is trying to stand strong amidst her loss. It takes a certain type of resilient young woman, you guys, to experience this sort of loss and still push forward with business and innovation.
It goes to show that her father had inculcated the right values in her, and that is what she wants to bring to the fore as it is. So that's why you often hear that a good name is better than riches, and that you must also bring up a child in the way he should go, and where he's old, he will not depart from it. That's the Bible now. So I believe that the parent actually inculcated the right values, and she is trying to live that legacy of Wigwe along as she goes on with life. I know that talking about closure, it might be difficult, but it is good to see that she's picking up the pieces of her life with this.
Right, Veronica. On Femi Falana's case against Meta, the tech giant, it goes to show that, looking at some of the comments, shows that most Nigerians need to be educated. The fact that you signed the agreement, your privacy, there is right for this tech giant to protect your privacy. They're already facing $725 million, lawsuits over the class action of, breaching people's privacy and all of that. So it's going to teach us, digital rights in Nigeria and beyond. Kudos, Mr. Falana.
Absolutely. A lot of these tech companies, they don't practice world-best standards in third world countries. So we need to. In our next story, in a bid to curb public spending, the Ghanaian president, John Mahama, has imposed a ban on first-class travel for all government appointees. He also directed the chief of staff to formally notify ministers and officials of an immediate restriction on non-essential travel to further reduce government expenses. Let's take a look at this.
The hallmark of this government will be modesty and respect for the Ghanaian people. There will be no room for arrogance and pomposity in this government. The resources that you'll be working with belong to the Ghanaian people who put us in office. Those resources are not to be wasted on opulence and extravagance. I've asked the Chief of Staff to write to all government appointees that I have imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down expenditure. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff.
We've seen this pattern across several African countries, them saying that they're going to have more austerity measures in place and curb first-class travel, and yet we still see these people on first-class flights as we are passing to go to economy. But we're going to take just a few tweets, one or two now. The nursing guy says, more austerity measures targeted at CEOs and MDs of state institutions will go a long way to cement his name in the history books. I only have time for one more tweet. Ego says, if they want first class, they should pay for it. Simpliciter. I agree. Do you have a story that you think would benefit from the platform of trending now? A story that should be trending and is worthy of this platform? Tag us in your video or your story at #trendingnow, and we will be sure to get at you. Ms. Ibrahim and Ms. Veronica and Mr. Ibrahim, your thoughts on any of these stories that piqued your interest? Unfortunately, our time is up. We cannot make comments on any of these stories, but tomorrow is another day. Thank you, Olamide, for bringing us up to speed.